Welcome back guys to another video. Today we're talking about 5 mistakes that beginners make. So for instance, these 4 squares here control the center. If we can control them, we can control the game. And then we can launch an attack on our opponent or vice versa. So if they can control it, they attack us. So this is what happens when they just make silly moves and we make correct moves. All of a sudden, we control the center. All these squares that we control. And that means we'll have a better game than them. And they've still got everything on the back row. Okay, so that's an example of what not to do for black. Anyways, going on to that, also what they do is the opposite. So they'll actually just do pawn moves. So we'll be able to move out our minor pieces and the opponent will have too many pawn moves. And then what we'll have is an advantage to control the center again. So that's another one, too many pawn moves as well. The next one, they're moving the queen out too early. So what happens is they want to be cheeky. So what they do is they send out the queen out early thinking they're going to go in for an attack, try and put pressure on the pawn. But anyway, we will take it back. And he goes back. All of a sudden, the queen's got to move again. And now we've pretty much completed the opening and our opponent has only got the one piece out, so all plus the pawn. So don't put the queen out. There's a lot of gambits with the queen early on, but that will only fool beginning players. So once you get a little bit higher in the ranking, as soon as those gambits don't start working, well, it's going to work against you and you're going to start losing a lot more games. This one here, what happens is we tend to hang minor pieces. So what that means is this one's left hanging. So there's nothing defending this opponent, and plus this bishop can actually get taken. So have a look here. All of a sudden, it's in check, but we can also take it. So that's just free material right there. And that's what happens. We end up hanging material. So that's something we have to do, is make sure we coordinate our pieces. Make sure when you make a move that, say for instance here, make sure the queen is connected with the bishop when it moves, and don't leave anyone behind, because as soon as you leave someone behind or leave them hanging, then that becomes a target for your opponent to take full advantage, and we don't want to do that. This is the last example. So king safety, we tend to forget about the king, and if you have a look here, the king here is very exposed, so there's not much protecting the king. And if you have a look at the black, there is a lot of defense, so it's going to take a lot more time to attack black than it is white. Anyways, I'm going to stop the video there, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.